Gasping for breath, Delhi. Up in Andhra request railways for oxygen express facing an acute shortage of medical oxygen amid rising COVID cases, the state governments in Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and UT Delhi have requested the Indian Railways to transport oxygen tankers from various plants across the country to their respective states. The railways launched the Oxygen Express service for faster transportation of medical oxygen to states facing a shortage of life-saving gas. Maharashtra has already placed a request before the railways for transportation of oxygen from Vizag, and the train is now returning back to the state. Andhra Pradesh has made a request for oxygen to be transported from Ongole in Odisha to Vijayawada. Various states are asking us for movement of oxygen by trains, including. Just now we have received a request from Delhi to move oxygen from Rourkela and some other plants. The details are being worked out. We have told them, the Delhi government, to keep their tankers ready. Our wagons and locomotives are ready. Our ramps are ready at different locations in the NCR region. We expect the movement to take place shortly, Railways Board Chairman and CEO Sunit Sharma said. On other states sending similar requests, Sharma said, "We have already run one express from Maharashtra to Vizag and it is now coming back. The second is requirement from Up, which is being done from Bukhara. The train has already left Bukhara with 3 tankers. Up has put another request to move liquid oxygen from Reliance Refinery in Jamnagar. We're in close touch with State, Western Railways and RIL to work this out. Andhra Pradesh has asked us to move tankers from Vijayawada to Ongole in Odisha, where there's a steel plant. We have already identified wagons and ramps from where tankers will be carried to Ongole and then come back with oxygen. It should happen in the next couple of days." Both Delhi and Up, which have seen a massive surge in COVID-19 cases in the past couple of weeks, are facing a scarcity of medical oxygen. Delhi is particularly troubled with a massive shortfall of 220 MT in its oxygen demand. Many hospitals in Delhi have reported frequently running out of oxygen and patients dying for the lack of it. On Friday morning, 25 critical patients at Sir Gangaram Hospital died after the facility ran out of oxygen. Hospitals have also started turning away patients citing lack of oxygen to help them. In the wake of the crisis, the center had recently allowed industrial oxygen to be diverted for medical use, even as the railways started Oxygen Express to carry oxygen tankers through green corridors in a bid to ensure faster transportation. The first Oxygen Express left 2 days back from Mumbai to Vizag and is currently on its way back carrying 7 tankers, 112 MT of oxygen. One tanker has 16 tons of payload. The train is supposed to reach Nagpur later in the day and then to Nashik and other places in the state. We are demanding more tankers so that all our rakes can be fully utilized. There is of course the challenge for states to get more tankers. But Railways is fully ready to meet all demands, Sharma said. The chairman said running the Oxygen Express had been a unique challenge for the railways, as all necessary logistics had to be moved at a short notice. As most of the oxygen plants are in the eastern part of the country, trains have to move across the length and breadth of the country, sources said. Then the railways had to map the entire route, as large parts had gaps. New ramps had to be built and specific size tankers had to be identified which could pass through tunnels, platform canopy and over bridges. To manage their height, tires of many tankers had to be deflated. Since oxygen is cryogenic, you cannot move at a very high speed. Curves and specific accelerations and decelerations had to be worked out, Sharma said.